Hey, Stoic friends! Welcome back to the channel. Yes, I'm talking to you. How do you start your day? Do you wake up and reach for your phone, scrolling mindlessly before your mind even clears? If that sounds familiar, listen carefully, because you are giving away your power before the day even begins. Most people wake up and instantly hand over their mind to notifications, social media, and the endless noise of the outside world. Before they've even taken their first deep breath, their emotions are being hijacked, their focus is being stolen, and their spirit is being drained. Now compare that to the 1%, the few who wake up with intention. No scrolling, no rushing, no reacting. Just silence, presence, and total command of their mind. They don't wake up into chaos. They wake up into clarity. They own the morning, and because they own the morning, they own the day. Marcus Aurelius once said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Yet most people waste this privilege by surrendering the first hour of their life to distractions and anxiety. The morning is your kingdom. You can rule it, or you can hand it over to chaos. Those who surrender chase their day. Those who command lead their day, and eventually lead their life. This video is your call to become the 1%. Not because you think you're better than others, but because you refuse to be worse than your own potential. The ancient Stoics didn't just survive their days, they prepared for them. They didn't wait for motivation to strike. They acted with discipline. They didn't ask, "What will today give me?" They asked, "What can I give to today?" And that is exactly what you are about to learn. In this video, I'm sharing 7 Stoic morning secrets that almost no one applies, but those who do gain total control over their mind, their emotions, and their destiny. These are not gimmicks. These are ancient principles forged in fire, built to make your mornings sacred and your life unstoppable. Stay with me until the very end, because each secret builds on the next. And by the time we're done, you'll understand why your morning is not just a time of day. It is the foundation of your freedom. Drop this in the comments. I control my morning. I control my life. Like this video, share it with someone who needs it. And if you're new here, subscribe, because we're about to wake you up. Number 1, wake up with discipline, not motivation. Motivation is a liar. It shows up when life is easy, when the sun is shining, when things are already going well. But when you need it most, on the hard mornings, the cold mornings, the mornings when life feels heavy, it vanishes. If you wait to feel motivated before getting out of bed, you have already surrendered the day. The top 1% of performers, thinkers, and leaders don't rely on feelings. They rely on discipline. They don't negotiate with their comfort. They don't bargain with their alarm clock. They rise. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, had the same struggle we all have. Even he admitted that it was tempting to stay under the covers. But every morning, he reminded himself, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, "I have to go to work." As a human being. This is not just about waking up. It is about declaring war on passivity. The moment your alarm rings is the first battle of the day. And make no mistake, you either win that battle or you lose it. Hitting the snooze button may feel harmless, but it is a small act of betrayal against your future self. It says, "My comfort right now is more important than my growth, my goals, my destiny." Stop losing that battle. Pick a wake-up time and treat it like an unbreakable contract with yourself. No debate, no delay, no excuses. When the alarm rings, you rise, and as your feet hit the ground, speak power into yourself. Say, "I command my morning. I command my mind. I rise with purpose." This simple act rewires your brain. You teach yourself that you can take action regardless of how you feel. And that is the essence of freedom, the ability to do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. Because here's the truth. The world doesn't reward feelings. It rewards action. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to force you to live with discipline. It's on you. Discipline is what separates those who drift through life from those who build it. When you wake up with discipline, you win the first hour. And when you win the first hour, you set the tone to win the day. Discipline compounds. It spreads into everything: how you work, how you train, how you speak, how you live. You don't need motivation. You need standards. And it starts the second that alarm rings. Win that first battle, and the rest of the day will fall in line. Number 2, win the first hour in silence. The first hour after you wake up is sacred. Most people immediately surrender it to the chaos of the outside world, scrolling through notifications, reading the news, diving into social media. By the time they are fully awake, their mind is already hijacked, reactive, and drained. The 1% do the opposite. They claim the first hour as a fortress of silence, a time to strengthen their mind before the world demands anything from them. Epictetus said, "If you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid by others. It may feel strange or even wrong to ignore your phone, but protecting this time is essential." Here's the practice. When you wake up, resist the urge to check anything external. Sit in stillness. Breathe deeply. Give yourself 10 to 15 minutes of pure calm, free from distraction. Use this time to ask intentional questions that prepare your mind for the day ahead. How do I want to show up today? What energy do I want to carry into my interactions? What challenges might arise, and how will I respond with wisdom and control? By claiming silence in the first hour, you prevent the outside world from dictating your emotions. Your nervous system remains steady, your mind becomes clear, and you cultivate a state of calm readiness. This small but deliberate habit rewires your brain to prioritize presence, awareness, and intention over reaction and impulse. Over time, it becomes a cornerstone of mental discipline. You begin your day grounded in purpose, responding to life with clarity instead of chaos. The 1% understand that before the world can influence them, they must first master themselves. Silence is the armor that shields your focus, the foundation that makes you resilient, and the launchpad from which you act with intentionality. When others are lost in distraction, you are already ahead, fully in command of your thoughts, emotions, and energy. Make this non-negotiable. Protect the first hour as if your life depends on it. Because it does. This is the moment that shapes the tone for your entire day. By practicing silence consistently, you stop reacting and start leading your mind, your emotions, and ultimately, your life. This is how you take control before the world even begins to demand it. Number 3, face the day before it starts. This is where Stoic philosophy becomes your ultimate advantage. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. They didn't wake up hoping for a perfect day. Instead, they imagined the obstacles, disruptions, and challenges that could arise and mentally prepared themselves to face them with calm and clarity. Seneca said, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." This principle is simple but brutally effective. Anticipate what could go wrong before it happens, and you strip it of its ability to control your emotions. Before your day begins, take a few minutes to reflect and ask yourself, what might test my patience today? Who could provoke me? What unexpected problems could arise? Then visualize yourself responding with composure, confidence, and wisdom in each scenario. See yourself acting deliberately, not reacting impulsively. Picture staying calm when someone challenges you, handling delays with grace, and maintaining focus even when chaos surrounds you. This mental rehearsal is like armor for your mind, training you to act rather than be acted upon. When these situations inevitably appear, you will not be caught off guard. You won't panic, overreact, or spiral into frustration. You will respond exactly as you envisioned, with self-control, resilience, and strategy. Premeditating challenges is not pessimism. It is preparation. It is the difference between being tossed around by life and commanding your day. The more consistently you practice this, the less power external events have over your emotions. Your nervous system remains steady, your mind clear, and your actions intentional. By visualizing difficulties and deciding in advance how to handle them, you turn uncertainty into predictability and chaos into opportunity. This habit rewires your brain for emotional mastery, making you unshakable in the face of adversity. Over time, facing the day before it starts becomes a cornerstone of your morning routine, a hidden force that sets you apart from the 99% who wake up unprepared and reactive. This is how the 1% operate. They don't wait for life to happen. They anticipate it, prepare for it, and take control of their response before the day even begins. Master this habit, and you master your mind, your emotions, and ultimately, your life. Number 4, anchor yourself with a Stoic morning reminder. Your morning identity is fragile. The first moments after waking are a blank slate, and if you don't define who you are, the world will define it for you. Most people wake up and immediately hand over control to notifications, social media, and other people's agendas. The 1% do the opposite. They anchor themselves before the world even tries to shape them. Marcus Aurelius understood this better than anyone. Every morning he journaled reminders to himself, "Today you will meet the ungrateful, the arrogant, the deceitful. Do not be like them." He didn't wait to see what the day would throw at him. He defined the lens through which he would view the world and the actions he would take. You need a personal anchor too. This is your Stoic truth, a short, powerful statement you speak aloud every morning to define your mind and character. Examples include, "I control my mind, not the world." "Nothing can disturb my peace without my permission." "I will act with courage, wisdom, and discipline today." Repeat it with authority as soon as you wake up. Speak it as you stand, as you stretch, as you move through the first moments of your day. Each repetition builds a mental fortress around your mind. This isn't just words, it's armor. It trains your subconscious to resist distractions, negativity, and chaos. It reminds you that your emotions are yours to command, that your actions are deliberate, and that your focus is intentional. When challenges arise, as they inevitably will, you won't be at the mercy of impulse or external events. You've anchored yourself. You've set the tone. By creating and repeating this morning reminder, you are effectively programming your mind for resilience and control. This habit transforms the ordinary act of waking up into a declaration of sovereignty over your day. It is a small, consistent action that compounds into extraordinary mental strength. Over time, this anchor becomes automatic. Even when chaos erupts around you, the foundation of your morning identity keeps you steady. You start every day grounded, intentional, and unshakable. This is how the 1% live. They define themselves first, then act from that definition. By anchoring yourself with a Stoic morning reminder, you are claiming your power, setting your standards, and equipping yourself with mental armor that will carry you through every challenge the day throws at you. Number 5, master the mind before the world enters. Most people wake up and immediately hand over control of their mind to the chaos outside, notifications, news, other people's drama. Their thoughts, worries, and unprocessed emotions hijack their morning before they've even stood up. The 1% do the opposite. They master the mind before the world even enters. Take 5 minutes each morning to journal or reflect. Write down what you're feeling. Acknowledge your thoughts without judgment. List 3 things you're grateful for, even small ones. Decide which virtue you will prioritize today: courage, temperance, wisdom, or justice. This simple act gives you clarity and command. By putting your internal state on paper, you externalize it. You stop being carried by hidden anxieties and unconscious patterns. You see your mind as it is, not as the chaos of the world wants you to perceive it. When challenges appear later, a rude email, traffic, an argument, your mind is already anchored. You respond instead of reacting. You act with intention instead of impulse. Journaling or reflecting in the morning isn't about writing essays. It's about creating a mental map for your day. It's about establishing control over your internal world before the external world can dictate it. Over time, this habit rewires your brain. You strengthen self-awareness, emotional regulation, and focus. You train yourself to notice thoughts and emotions without automatically obeying them. You become the commander of your inner state. By mastering the mind first, you turn every day into a deliberate act, not a series of reactions. The 1% don't wait for the world to hand them challenges and chaos. They define their mind, their focus, and their energy first. This is the secret that separates those who drift through life from those who navigate it with purpose and unshakable calm. Start small, 5 minutes each morning, but stay consistent. Over weeks, you will notice a shift. A calm clarity that precedes action, a focus that resists distraction, and a mental strength that the world cannot easily shake. This is how you prepare your mind for mastery before the day begins. Number 6, move the body to activate the mind. Your body is inseparable from your mind. When your body is sluggish, your thoughts are sluggish, your focus dull, and your discipline weak. The 1% understand this. They move their bodies each morning to ignite their minds. Marcus Aurelius said, "When you have trouble getting out of bed in the morning, remember, your nature is to work." What were you made for? To lie under the blankets and keep warm? Physical movement is not just exercise. It is a declaration of intent. Stretching, push-ups, a brisk walk, or even a cold shower signals to your brain that you are willing to act, even when comfort tempts you to remain still. It trains your willpower. It tells your mind, "I am stronger than my comfort. I am stronger than hesitation. I act even when I don't feel like it." This small daily victory compounds. Each morning you push your body, you strengthen the part of your mind that says no to excuses and yes to action. Your mental clarity increases, your energy rises, your confidence solidifies. You begin the day as a commander, not a passive observer. The 1% don't wait for motivation. They create momentum through movement. Discipline in the body breeds discipline in thought. Over time, the connection becomes automatic. Your mind sharpens, focus deepens, and emotional resilience grows. Every time you move despite resistance, you reinforce a neural pathway of control, strength, and self-mastery. This simple principle, body before mind, transforms your mornings from passive routines into powerful rituals. You are no longer at the mercy of fatigue or distraction. You take action. You dominate the day before the day even begins. Start small if you must, but stay consistent. Stretch, push, walk, shower cold. Each motion is a vote for your strongest self. The synergy of a moving body and a focused mind will set you apart. This is the secret the 1% use to ensure their day is dictated by discipline, not by inertia or circumstance. Move first. Think second. Dominate always. Number 7, rehearse the person you want to be. Every day is a stage, and most people stumble through it blindly, repeating mistakes, reacting instead of acting. The 1% don't leave their life to chance. They rehearse who they are before the world even arrives. The Stoics understood this. Seneca said, "Life is long if you know how to use it." They didn't wait to become their best selves. They visualized it, planned it, and trained their mind to embody it. Before stepping into your day, take a moment to close your eyes and see yourself as the version of you aspire to be. Imagine handling challenges with composure. Picture yourself speaking with authority and confidence. Visualize responding with courage instead of fear, patience instead of anger. Your brain cannot fully distinguish between vivid imagination and reality. When you mentally rehearse, you wire neural pathways that guide your actions naturally toward the person you envision. This isn't wishful thinking, it's tactical preparation. Each scenario you run in your mind becomes a blueprint for your real behavior. Traffic? You remain calm. Criticism? You respond with grace. Obstacles? You tackle them with clarity. Mental rehearsal creates a sense of inevitability. The best version of yourself becomes the expected version. Over time, these rehearsals compound. Acting like your highest self becomes automatic, even under pressure. You stop being reactive and you start living intentionally. The 1% understand that mastery of life begins internally, long before external circumstances demand it. Every thought, every imagined action is a rehearsal for reality. Make this a morning ritual. Close your eyes, run through your day, see yourself acting, thinking, and feeling as your strongest, most disciplined, most composed self. Do it consistently, and your identity will solidify. You will no longer be at the mercy of emotion, habit, or external chaos. You will move through the day with purpose and clarity as the person you chose to be before the world had a chance to define you. This is how total control is built. Rehearse it, live it, own it, because the day obeys the one who has already mastered themselves. These 7 Stoic morning secrets are more than just ideas. They are weapons for total control over your mind, your emotions, and your life. They are the tools the 1% use to rise above chaos, to lead instead of follow, and to turn each day into a victory before the world even begins to interfere. Wake up with discipline. Protect the first hour in silence. Face the day before it starts. Anchor yourself with Stoic truth. Master your mind. Move your body. Rehearse the person you want to be. Each practice alone is powerful. Together, they forge a mind unshakable by fear, stress, or distraction. But the key is action. Don't wait for the perfect day or for motivation to arrive. Do this tomorrow morning. Start with one habit, even if it's small. Then add another. Layer them one by one until your mornings become a fortress. When you master these first hours, you don't just survive your day, you command it. You set the tone for every decision, every interaction, every challenge. The world will try to pull you off course, but your mind, trained and prepared, remains steady. This is how the Stoics lived. This is how the 1% dominate. This is how freedom and control are built, moment by moment, habit by habit. Remember, winning the morning is winning the life. The choice is yours. Will you surrender it to notifications, chaos, and fleeting comfort? Or will you rise with intention, discipline, and strength? Start today. Own your morning. Own your mind. Own your life. If this message hits you hard, like this video right now, drop a comment with the affirmation, "I command my day." Share it with someone who needs to reclaim their mornings. And subscribe, because this is where we train warriors of the mind. Your morning is your kingdom. Rule it, and everything else will fall into place.